This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Thank you for joining me. Broadcasting from the Radio on Fire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of things going on, a lot of things that I want to get into. Let your voice be heard at the 2017 Baltimore Music Awards. Nominations are now open for this 7th annual red carpet event. All Baltimore artists, DJs, radio stations, radio shows, etc. are eligible. Visit BaltimoreMusicAwards.com and enter your choices before October the 9th. The 3 nominees with the most nominations will move on to the next round. And the winners and finalists, rather, in every category will be announced October the 11th. Sad news out of Palm Beach, Florida. The story that I want to talk about is a 8-year-old girl, young girl, who has passed away. She succumbed to injuries that she received months ago, back in March, after taking up the dare of another 8-year-old. And this dare that this young girl took up was to drink water, boiling water, through a straw. So this young girl, pretty little African-American girl of Florida, they saw this on YouTube. And so the one girl dares the other girl to drink boiling water through a straw. Can you imagine the horror of that? Kiara Pope is the young girl's name, was the young girl's name. And as I said, months ago she did this. So she did this back in March. So it's been a road to recovery for her. And the mother's boyfriend said that the little girl complained about having trouble breathing. And, this is as a result of the injuries from this dare that she did. Then she became unresponsive. From there, she was taken to the hospital where the young girl was ultimately pronounced dead before she passed away. They did attempt to perform a tracheotomy, which puts a hole in the windpipe to try to help people breathe. That procedure was unsuccessful, resulting in respiratory problems. She couldn't even talk after they did that hole. And so it's really sad here when you think about it. Kids just being allowed to just run amok on YouTube, on the internet. And of course, you have to say, were these kids being properly supervised? How is it that these 8-year-olds have first access to boiling water? It's Child Welfare Services is obviously involved because of the death of this young Florida girl, 8 years old. They have established a GoFundMe page to try to help with some of Kiara's funeral expenses. And on the page, they explain their version, I guess, of how young Kiara, only 8 years old, passes away. She would have been celebrating her 9th birthday, September the 10th. And now she is gone. And, it's really sad. Kiara's cousin recently recalled the tragedy by saying it's hard to deal with. That is understandable for a family dealing with that, the death of an 8-year-old family member. She also said that they didn't tell me, this is the cousin, they didn't tell me that she drank boiling water. I thought it was hot water out the faucet, she said, about the situation And so, as I said, that leads you to wonder who was watching these kids, 8 years old, dead, one of them dead. So when it happened, they said that Williams, yes, she was in her custody. Williams gave Kiara some cold water, and the two went to bed that night. But a few hours later, Kiara woke up crying, saying, "It burns, it burns." As I said, how does this happen? How does this happen? This latest incident marks the 11th investigation into Kiara and her family since 2008. This is the 11th investigation. So clearly, something in this family is not right. Now, this, of course, according to reports. Now, the department's critical incident rapid response team says that they're going to be looking into her death because a 2017 investigation proof of either neglect or abuse. It's definitely neglect because, as I said, they're 8 years old, drinking boiling water. A funeral for Kiara will be held on August the 12th. Johnson's Memorial Chapel in Florida. As I said, they have a GoFundMe page up, and because they need some help with the burial of this young child. And I want to take a moment as we're doing this. So as of right now, as of today's broadcast, $4,490 has been raised in 4 days. They're trying to get $10K there. $10K is what they're trying to get. And so there you have it. So you can see their GoFundMe page, Kiara-Pope-Funeral-Arrangements. Of course, you cannot be responsible for everything that your child or your family member does in your custody. I've watched nieces and nephews in the past and other family members and, children of girlfriends. And, of course, I've talked about my I thought son back when I had a son. Of course, he lived with me, so I watched him many times. But you never can tell what a child's going to do. But you got to be mindful. Am I being too hard on the parents? Should charges be brought up on these parents or whoever was in charge? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Don McKay Show, at Radio on Fire. New episodes of The Don McKay Morning Show drop daily, 9 a.m. RadioOnFire.com or subscribe. YouTube.com/Diamond K Show Live. Speaking of Radio on Fire will be broadcasting live from the 8th Annual African American Authors and Empowerment Expo, going down Saturday, October the 7th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Morgan State University. Free admission and fun for the whole family. Visit AAAexpo.ning.com for more info on that.